Damn. 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 Today we're going to be talking about Oshi, which is one of the newest anime that has taken the anime world by storm. Currently, it's number 1 on my anime list, has a 9.2 with the release of the second episode, and man, I want to talk about if it really justifies that rating or not in this review today. We're going to be talking about episode 1 and 2, but first and foremost, if there's any animes that you want to hear me review, or watch, or react to, press that subscribe button, tell me in the comment sections down below, and maybe I'll see it, probably will, and maybe I'll react or review it. But let's get into it. Okinoko. Man, it's got a lot going on. This is probably one of the most bizarre concepts of an anime that I probably will ever watch. I'm probably wrong, but man, I had to take this anime by sections, basically, 20 minutes at a time, because I was just like, I got recommended this show at least 50 million times on TikTok, and I'm like, I don't know, man, there's like a lot of conflicting battles going on inside me, where I'm like, do I really want to watch this show? Do I really care? 9.2 on my anime list. Is it just a fandom going crazy? What is going on? But I'm here to say that, man, oh man, it slaps. Basically, the premise of Oshinoko, you have a Japanese idol who has to go on hiatus because they secretly get pregnant with twins, and those twins are reincarnations of two of her fans that end up getting killed and or passing away. Spoiler alert, yes, there's gonna be a lot of spoilers in this one. So the first person that gets reincarnated is her doctor that she ends up finding after going into the wayside nowhere, where she wanted to just have a calm, normal birthing for her twins. She's really excited about it. Oh my gosh. And apparently that doctor who's going to take care of her is her doctor. And this is where I first went, what? What the fuck am I watching? Is this gonna be what the first confliction happened here, and I'm like, am I gonna continue watching? Is it going to happen? Yes. I gotta do it. I gotta truck through. And then, oh god, and then he's like, and then the doctor is a weirdo. It's like, ow! The other sick one who gets reincarnated, he's like her doctor as well, and he's like, hey, wait till you're 16, am I right? Yeah, then we can talk. I'm like, bro, what am I watching? Am I going crazy? I'm like, bro, what the fuck is happening? So first off, yes, the sick child dies, and then he ends up getting murdered, and then they get reincarnated as the two children. And then I'm still saying, what the fuck am I watching? But as the story went on and as they grow older, it became a lot more interesting. And honestly, as the episode went on, I just continually got more and more intrigued. Once they got more away from the most bizarre elements of the show that was really weird. Just weird. I started to actually enjoy it more. There was a lot more aspects of the show when they talk about the evil sides of idols and worshiping them, and then going into the acting industry and what's going on there and what you have to do to make it out of that aspect of the industry and growing as a rising star and what you have to deal with. It really was a cool concept. Is a cool concept of a show. And I really enjoyed it. At the end of the first episode, I was just like, I am hooked. I am in for it. But whenever you have such an appealing first episode, can the rest of the show live up to the hype of what the prologue gave you? That is one of the biggest problems for a lot of these shows that just put all of their money on the line for this first episode and then say, let's see where it lands, where it sticks. And right now, it's going extremely well for them. Don't get me wrong. But for the most part, we're going to be seeing how this show goes and where it's going to go, because having over an hour long first episode is something that you have to commend for the studio, as well as putting forward such great animation, character designs, moments, all of these just wrap up an amazing bundle of a first episode that really you gotta chug through a little bit to get through. But then you get this amazing, beautiful outcome that is just heartbreaking, brutal, crushing, and just overall such a shock, which I absolutely enjoy. Go in fresh, go in clean, don't expect anything from this show and you will be blown away. But for the first episode, I was thoroughly impressed. I do recommend it. But now we are getting into the second episode, and I referenced before, are we going to have that momentum stick forward through the entire rest of the show? From that very hooking, spoiler alert, tagline of this kid who idolized his mom, and then she ends up getting murdered, and then you have this whole plot point where he wants to find out who did it. And at this point, episode 2 wasn't as good as episode 1. There's just no way. That's not going to happen. But I was still intrigued. I was still enjoying it. You have the sister who wants to follow in the footsteps of their mom, and then you have the son who's just trying to protect the sister from the fate that the mom had. Which is a really cool dynamic. A little bit of overprotection from the brother that I thought was really pissing me off. I'm like, come on, man. All right. I get you want to protect her. And what he goes through to protect her is kind of a nice gesture, in my opinion, in the way that he did it, just trying to make sure that she's going to be safe and not getting taken advantage of. It's just, I was like, I thought that way was sweet. And that's a cool thing that this show does. Being crazy at first, but then he becomes more endearing as those moments go on, which I really enjoy. But now you have Aqua hanging out with the director, and he's doing some, I guess you can call it freelance work, editing up his films for him. And honestly, he's trying to just tell him, hey, you can't stop people from what they dream for. You can't stop them. If you don't have dreams, what do you have? As now his sister is getting signed on to her mom's agency, and we're going to be seeing where that goes from there. They probably are both going to get accepted into the school, and then they get reunited with Miss Drama Llama from the first episode. So it's actually a really cool, interesting concept for an anime. Overall, I'm enjoying it a lot. I think the animation's really good, the character design's really good, the writing is really good. All these really, really crucial aspects of a show to make it good is making it good right now. So if you want to just watch something completely bizarre, weird, and abnormal, please check out Oshinoko. I think it's a pretty good time so far. Will it stick the landing as the show goes on, as we do have 9 more episodes to go? Only time will tell. I don't think it will ever get to the hype and the moment of that first prologue, but I'm cautiously optimistic as time goes on. Please tell me in the comment section about it down below if you did enjoy this show, and what are you thinking about it so far from episode 1 and 2, and what shows do you want me to review next? Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.